presentation, he actually broke it down for them, and two of them told him outright that, hey, this thing don't work, so we are not even interested in it. Okay, good, I'm set now. But two of them said, hey, I think I see something in this, so let's just give it a try. So out of seven friends, five showed up. Two of them are the ones who decided to do the project with him. And this is 2 decades down the line, and the two people who decided to do this with this gentleman are multimillionaires with him. And it was a technology project. That's the beauty of technology in our days. This is how Facebook started, by the way. When Mark Zuckerberg had the idea, he just told his friends, and those who worked out on him, they still live in regrets that they didn't take that step with him, because this is 20 years down the line, Facebook. And Facebook is now not just a platform for people to connect. It is where every business person is. And if you are not on Facebook, I'm sure many of us on this platform are on Facebook, then you are missing out on a lot of people who potentially could be the ones making your life a little better if you know how technology is going nowadays. So this is one such invitation. I took that invitation a couple of years ago, and I have not regretted taking that bold step. I hope at the end of this, you would also make that bold decision to be part of this revolution that is just shaking the continent and countries and individuals one by one. So let's jump into the conversation, so we can be here by the top of the hour. So you're welcome once again. And like you can see on the screen, it's time to turn your dreams into reality. I mean, we all have dreams. We all have dreams that the more we age, the more we question ourselves whether those dreams are going to come true at all. Because many of us start life with beautiful dreams, and then we go to school, get a job, the salary starts coming, and then you start seeing your salary, and then you start shrinking your dreams. Instead of thinking of that self-contained house with a swimming pool, with your children, everybody having their room with a big flat screen, you're comfortable with 2 bedrooms. Instead of thinking about traveling outside the world, seeing the beauty of creation. In fact, now traveling is not even on your ticket. You don't think about traveling. Even now, people have to think about how many children they want to have, because that's one child they had is taking every single thing out of their salaries. And thinking about the future is even very difficult, because you don't know what you are living on to know what you're going to live on when you have stopped working. But then all of that has changed in our time now. Everything has changed, because the era we find ourselves in is not what our parents lived in. Our parents' era was that one where you had to go to work and then close, and then that's it. And now the mobile phone and the internet has changed work drastically. And we find ourselves in a digital world, a digital world. Everything is happening on digital spaces. And people are living their dreams, their own homes, traveling the world, having the children they want to have, and being able to save up more than what they even thought they could, all because of the devices that we have nowadays. So you can turn any of your dreams into reality if you know where to go. And I hope at the end of this, you find some value in what I'm going to show you here. So we're going to be talking, and you're going to be hearing me say a lot about Got Backup, Got Backup, Got Backup. Got Backup is here simply to empower individuals, families, businesses, organizations to achieve their dreams. There are two dreams Got Backup is focusing on: your digital dreams and then your financial dreams. All of us are in this era where mobile phones are booming. We are using it to generate so much data. I don't mean internet data. I mean photos, videos, documents, every snap, every recording, every work you do on your laptop. It's something that represents you that you do not want to lose, because phones crash, and laptops also crash. And most times when that happens, it's just devastating. And Go Backup is here to empower you to achieve that dream, whilst it offers you another opportunity, a strategic partnership. In fact, a unicorn strategic partnership that no other service offers. So what is it about? Go Backup is simply a secure cloud space which offers you storage at unbeatable prices, currently the best on the market, and an opportunity, a unique opportunity to partake in its lucrative strategic partnership program. I have always believed in partnership programs because the world we find ourselves in now is one that if you have partnerships, you grow bigger and faster. And to partner technology at this time is one of the best decisions anybody can take. Up just here to make security simple. That's just what they are here to make your digital security simple. The company that owns it is called Global Virtual Opportunities. Go Backup was developed by Global Virtual Opportunities. Global Virtual Opportunities is about 27 years old. It's not a baby organization. It's been in existence for the past 27 years. In fact, the CEO recently, in fact, he just left Ghana Tuesday morning. He's been with us since last Friday, 28th of November. He just left 2nd of December. And the impact and the knowledge that we have gained with what Go Backup is here to offer individuals and organizations is just simply mind blowing. It's a software development company. They previously were into providing service and data solutions to organizations at the time when companies own service in-house. But if you're paying attention a little to our generation now, data storage is no longer an organizational thing. It's now a personal thing. Everybody owns their own data. Your birth cert, your university certificate, your Ghana card, your anything that you own that is on your device is your own personal property. That's your own intellectual property. So data storage now moved from organizations owning it to individuals owning it. That's when Go Backup was birthed, because now storage was not a physical storage thing, but it was now something that is on platforms. It's now on virtual spaces, the cloud space. That's where digital storage is moving now. We no longer use the pen drives as much. We don't no longer use external hard drives as much. All because it could get virus, it could get corrupted, and you will still lose your data. So the future of data storage has moved to cloud storage, and Go Backup is the newest kid on the block for digital storage, offering something that the others do not offer. The organization, once again, should I say, started in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada in 1997, like I mentioned before. It's about 28 years old now. Moved now to Texas. Texas is where it's seated now. That's where the data center is. They own the entire 10,000 square feet data center. That's why they can control their prices. They moved to Texas because the fiber optics there was stronger and better to support the service that they were given and the vision that they had. They have capacity for over 3 million users on the size of space that they are offering. And Go Backup is headed by Mr. Joe Therian and his wife, Evgenia Antonova. They have a solid backing of technical people who are into everything we need to make this work. Um, tech and data support, coding, programming, anything that you need to make cloud storage work, they have that. In fact, they have had people, this weekend I learned from those conversations, they've had expertise from the big giants coming into Go Backup because of what Go Backup is offering, and they can see the potential Go Backup has. You have people from Dropbox coming in, you have people from OneDrive coming in to Go Backup, and it's just mind blowing where we are going with this project. These are a few more others who are behind the scenes, and they have the best, most responsive technical support you could ever get if you should need any technical support. The organization is not hiding. Go Backup has made its physical location known. So perhaps you can take a screenshot of this. I'll leave it on for a bit in case you need to know where they are located. They are in Schertz in Texas. That is the physical location. This is a Google Earth image of the search. If you put it in the search, it will bring you there. You see life happening around this building. And just to give you a view of what happens inside Go Backup, allow me to pause and give you a video where the CEO gives a tour of what they do inside the Go Backup facility. Give me a minute. In case you've not seen a data center before, take a pause and enjoy this little tour done by my CEO. Give me a minute, please. Let me go up. Okay. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of Got Backup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure and how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room, and what we're going to do is we're going to take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I want to explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
Right.
Welcome to the digital.
Save this one for another time in it. All right. So that is a view of the data center of Go Backup. That's what happens inside a data center. I don't know how the others look like, but Go Backup has shown me how a data center is run, and it is as secure as any of the other services that we are familiar with. So why cloud storage? I believe all of us are on multiple devices and we use our phones to collect even more things than more things in terms of photos, videos, documents, files, recordings. Now, everything about our lives happens on the device, and our life is now even more interconnected now. And data is being generated at unprecedented rates. What I found was we generate approximately 402 million terabytes of data every single day. So everything we are doing on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and the ones that's happening on WhatsApp, all the platforms, from the our banking online, from lectures online, and every single industry, everything we are doing is happening online, and all that is data we are generating, and this is what fuels AI. AI and machine learning is where the future of our digital spaces is. And all this data we are generating must be stored first before it can be churned out into important information by AI. So data has become like the new oil of our time. And there's so much opportunity in this space. And it will surprise you to know that in this entire world, there are less than 25 organizations offering data storage solutions. Go Backup is one of them, and it offers you even more than a data solution, and we'll get into it soon. Go Backup leverages on two trends, two massive trends, and the first trend, which I may have mentioned in the past, is the fact that there are over 15 billion smartphones in the world. 15 billion smartphones in the world. That was even us at the year 2021, because 2025, the projection gave us 18 billion phones. So as we speak now, the phones are even more than the population of the world, and the phones are everywhere. It's irrespective of age, it's irrespective of class. It's being used in the marketplace, it's being used in the corporate offices, it's being used in villages, it's being used in cities, it's being used by university students, children. Everybody is using a device. We are using it for even more than making calls, banking, schooling. Now people are in universities in the US, sitting right here in Ghana, in Canada, sitting right here in Ghana. You don't need to travel there. You can just be here and have the school and get a degree. Even have your graduation. You don't have to even travel there. Your certificates will be sent to you here. All because of what is happening with the phones. And the phones are doing even more remarkable things. So we all want the freshest, the latest version. And the latest version comes with more specs, so we all go with it, and people are buying. And Stat says anything that there's a good market and demand, financial success is attached to it. Example, COVID, face mask. People bought houses because we're selling face masks. There was so much demand for face masks that people built mansions from selling face masks. That's what's happening with the smartphone. And everybody who's doing something related to the smartphone is doing well. Every single person doing something related to the phone is doing well. That's why the smart, especially the phone case industry is booming. The phone screen industry is booming because we all can do without our devices. And we take the devices everywhere we go. The phones are there. I did this poll recently, and if you ask how many hours you spend on the phone, everybody spends not less than 8 hours on their phone. And people even spend 24 hours on their phone. I mean, they wake up is the first thing they take after waking up. Well, maybe after saying their morning prayers, then onto the phone. And that's the last thing they drop before they sleep. That's how addicted we are to our phones. And the stats even proves it even the more that over 80% of us use our phones as an alarm clock. Me, I do. Perhaps if you do, you can put a one in the chat too. So I know I'm not alone when it comes to that. It was interesting at the conference we just had, the crowd. I'm missing crowd. Forgive me. The cloud revolution experience last Sunday. Most people's hands were up. That means we all use our phones as an alarm clock, and most people will feel uneasy if they got to work today and realized their phone was not with them. You either go back home and pick it up, or you ask someone to bring it, or you have the worst day ever, disconnected from your world because this device was not with you. About 55% of drivers use their phone, and I think this stat is low in my country here because I'll say 98% of drivers use their phone because I'm guilty. Well, and I see my other co-drivers do it. I mean, sometimes like, you have to honk for someone to be aware that, hey, you're on the street. You can't use your phones. And we touch our phone more than 160 times in a day. In a day, 160 times. I don't know which other thing you interact with in a day. Couples sit in their houses and they are texting each other, not talking. The phone has become something we cannot do without. All of us rely on our phones and we take it to the most dangerous places, and they are so delicate. So, in as much as we are using them to generate data at this high rate, data loss is happening at the same rate. It's happening because people accidentally damage their phones. I mean, nobody starts their day that today I'll spoil my phone. But it's just a trip, a slip. You didn't place it well and it falls down and that's it. My boss's laptop that she always mounts on a support on her screen, on her table, it slipped and that was the end. The hard disk was gone. She needed to find a way to solve it. And I was telling her about using Go Backup, and at the time she had to call me back. That's what thing was I talking about? Because you can't predict when your phone is going to crack or you're going to lose the phone, and you need to protect the things that are inside, because we all put a case and a screen to protect the outside, but the things inside need to be protected. Stats also say that about 5,700 screens crack every single hour. I mean, by the time you are done this conversation, some screen somewhere in the world has fallen and cracked. And I'm sure if you look on your phone, you may have some cracks already. I mean, I have some already. So the laptop is stolen every 43 seconds somewhere in the world. So you can replace the device, but the things on the device, you may not get it back. I've lost photos of my children's for the first few months. I still don't have it because it's all stuck on one of my phones. And I've bought several phones, but I still can't get those photos back. What if you had a solution that no matter what happened to your device, no matter what happened to your phone, your laptop, you can always get your things back? Those are the solutions we are talking about. And Go Backup is one of those solutions that we have. Go Backup is not the only solution. There are solutions before Go Backup was birthed 2 years ago. The organization I said was 28 years ago. It was just 2 years ago, 2023, that Go Backup was launched. iCloud has been there for iPhone users. Google Drive has been there for Android users. Dropbox, OneDrive, iDrive. I told you there's some already in the system. They're not up to 25. But people are switching because this is an industry where billions of people are using it already. I found that iCloud has over 1 million users. Dropbox is hitting 1 billion users all across the world. I mean, Google Drive, 1 billion users. Dropbox has about, I think, 750 million paying users already across the world. But people are switching to Go Backup. I switched to Go Backup. I didn't have to think about it because of what Go Backup was offering. Why I switched, it was a no-brainer. Go Backup offers you a 6 terabyte space, 6,000 gigabytes of space. But let's look at our competitors with 6 terabytes or the nearest equivalent. Because when it comes to switching service, we are all human. You want to be sure that you're going to get value for money. You look at the price, you look at the security, you look at the space, you look at what other things it comes with. And that's what Go Backup has come to change in the game, reason why people are switching. First point, Go Backup 6 terabytes first beats all the others. The price of this 6 terabytes is 3 times cheaper than iCloud, about 4 times cheaper than Dropbox and Google Drive. It's way cost effective than them. It's a 99.97, about $100 per annum for 6 terabytes of space. The same 6 terabytes is about 360 with iCloud, about, I think this, I have to review this, about 416. They've changed it a bit with Dropbox, and about 302 or so dollars. These are price reviews that have happened. I need to change the slide on mine. For just 5 terabytes of space. 5 terabytes is 5,000 gigabytes of space. So just for the price and the size, Go Backup is way cost effective than that. But then there's more. Go Backup works on multiple operating systems. iCloud is fixed to just the iPhone and the MacBook. So if you have a MacBook and an iPhone, you can use iCloud. But if you are not an Apple, you're a banana or a pineapple, maybe you're Android or Telegram in that sense, you can't use iCloud space. They are just for them. So if you are like me who has 2 iPhones and a Windows laptop, There's no way you can use your iCloud on your laptop. Yes, I can open it on my laptop to look at what I have in the cloud space, but I can't back up my laptop to it. I can only look at it. But Go Backup allows you to use its service on all the operating systems. So whether it's Android, whether it's Windows laptop, whether it's an iPhone, whether it's a MacBook, you can use Go Backup with it. So it's no respecter of operating systems. That's the flexibility it brought to the industry. And when it comes to laptops specifically, it backs up to the C drive of your machine. iCloud, Dropbox, they just back up some files on your machine, the files that you allow it to back up. But to back up the entire operating system and clone your machine, only Go Backup does that. I thought it was a story until I lost my first laptop. My first laptop, well, my kids decided to download a cartoon that fateful day, one Sunday afternoon, and we're just resting at home, and they came that they needed to download Sonic 3. At the time it had been launched, and we were like, guys, wait, we'll go and watch it. We'll go and watch it at the cinema. But they couldn't wait. And somebody had showed them where to download it. So they took the laptop to go and download it. And well, minutes later, they brought it and the thing was just loading. There was nothing on the screen. You could just see the thing loading over there. And for them, the laptop, the cartoon was downloading. So we all had to wait. But we just knew it was more than just cartoons being downloaded. The system had been hacked or cracked. The laptop had been hacked. So we had to wait for it to do its business. And hours later, my laptop was brought to me in safe mode. Icons all gone. There was nothing I could touch on my laptop that would work. I couldn't find my icons. I couldn't access anything. It was in safe mode. That would have been the end of somebody's life because my work, my lecture notes, everything about my livelihood for productivity was on that machine. But for the first time, I didn't panic. I've always panicked whenever anything happens to my laptop. But that's first time I didn't panic because I'd already installed Go Backup on that machine. So I quickly signed it to Go Backup on my husband's laptop, and my things were there, safe to the last minute that it was open. And that's when I knew for real, Go Backup backs up to the C drive of your machine because my laptop was there, backed up. And yeah, they just had to restore it when I got my laptop back. I just had to go to the cloud and restore. That's peace of mind. No other cloud service has ever given me that peace of mind. And I could share the space with 5 other people. I mean, this is 6 terabytes of space, 6,000 gigabytes. Perhaps you think it's too much for you. You can give your wife 1 terabyte, give your child 1 terabyte, give another person 2 terabytes, share it with 5 other people. Each of them gets their own username, their own password. Nobody sees anybody's data. And this is all for $100 per annum. That's the price, that's the size, that's how much you can share your space with Go Backup. But then there's still more. This just says about what is happening in the industry now, because currently annual subscription for our competitors is a 2 terabyte single account, single operating system. Go Backup's annual subscription is a 6 terabyte, 6 accounts, works on multiple operating systems. The security is top notch. It's the highest level of security you can get with anything, any cloud service. The AES is Advanced Encryption Standard 256-bit military grade encryption. What does that mean? That means that if you back up your things with Go Backup, you get 2 times the highest thing that has ever been cracked in this country, in this world. Let me break it down even further. We all use WhatsApp, the chat platform. WhatsApp is a 64-bit encryption platform, which means for each of us who uses WhatsApp, we have our own 6-character long key, which any hacker who gets access to it, when they do, they'll be able to crack your system. So beginning of last year, WhatsApp was a 32-bit, okay, but now WhatsApp is now 64, which makes it even more secure. The higher the bitage, the more secure it is. So a 64-bit encryption is more secure than a 32-bit encryption, okay? So we all have our own individual 64-bits for WhatsApp. Now, nobody is able to get into your account now. Previously, people were being kicked off group pages because of the security. They've increased it. In the world of encryption currently, nobody has been able to crack a 128-bit, which is 128 characters long. It's made up of alphabets, numbers, symbols, unique to everybody. 128 has not been cracked yet in the world. Go backup gives you two times that security. It's a 256-bit encryption security, and it's a military-grade encryption because that's what the US military uses. It's PCI compliant, means your payment cards are secure with them. They got a certification for it. So you can purchase Go Backup with any of the Visa, MasterCard, American Express card, and it's secure with them. Nobody will get access to it. It's the only service that says, hey, you use my service 30 days, you don't like it, tell me. I give your money back to you. I mean, ever since I've started this for the past 2 years, I'm yet to find someone who has done that yet. Go Backup also, in addition, has an email system. The system allows you to send emails, bulk emails to over 20,000 people with a click of a button. This feeds into your Go Backup project and you can use it privately. So you can personalize emails and you can automate emails so that if you want to send Christmas emails, if I intend to send you all Christmas emails and I have your email addresses, I'll put it into a campaign. Say 3rd December guests. Call it 3rd December guests, and then send you all Merry Christmas. Thanks for being on the call on this 3rd December. And it will come to you individually. You get hello, Mr. Bonson. Mr. Bonson, good to see you here. Hello, Agnes. Hello, Birch. Hello, Celestine. Hello, Morgan. Hello, Simon. I don't have to do it individually. The system will do it for you by itself. And this is an additional service you have with your Go Backup. So it's cloud service, 6 TB of space, use on multiple devices, share with 5 other people, use on multiple operating systems, and still have an email system attached to it for free. Go Backup doesn't charge you for the email system. It's $0 per annum. So Go Backup says you should never, ever, ever have to lose your data, your photos, your videos ever again. You never ever have to lose it again because you have so much space that when that notification comes, memory full, you don't have to delete. You just have to move it to the cloud and free up your phone and get more space to even create and save more memories. You don't have to go and purchase pieces of cloud space. So you have a whole huge space that you can share on all the devices that you have. In fact, over 98% of the work is done for you. You don't need to go organize your files into year by year. The system does it for you when it starts uploading. From 2025, no, all the way back. 2018 was I didn't even know I had a folder 2018 on my phone until I started using Go Backup and put it into every year and in every folder, month by month. You don't have to do this yourself. The system will do it for you. And Go Backup is taking over the world, one country at a time. Millions of people, thousands of people now, no, not millions yet, we are just a little over 100,000 across the world, are switching to use the service. And we are in 162 countries now in just 2 years. In just 2 years of being launched, that should tell you the demand there is for digital storage. People were looking already for a place to store their things because we all don't use one operating system. We all use kind of multiple operating systems to collect the data for our lives. I mean, nobody uses Mac. Some are on Techno, some are on iPhone, some are on Windows. People were looking for a solution to store their data already in. So in just 2 years, Go Backup is in 162 countries. Ghana got to hear about it in July of 2023. Go Backup was launched when? April 2023, just 3 months into the project. Go Backup, Ghana got on as country number 82. And you would think 3 months should be a short time for us to have come in, perhaps country number 30 or something, because I mean, the one who heard about it, who I'll reveal to you soon, I mean, he's currently on the board of directors of Go Backup. He's a professor in 4 universities. He lectures in AI, cloud computing, data analytics. So partners of his in the US told him about the project, and now we got to hear about it in Ghana. It was 3 months into the project, but we got in as country number 82. And I acknowledge one of my senior partners on this call, Mr. Birch, who opened Liberia to Go Backup, and then his dear wife who opened Senegal to Go Back. And now Go Backup is in, I think, 39 out of the 51 countries in Africa, yet we are still less than 3,000 users on the continent of Africa. There's so much room to get people to see the service of Go Backup. So 2 years, but 162 countries. That's an achievement. But this part is what blows my mind. The reason I partnered Go Backup, and this feeds into the second part of the presentation, which I'll play a short video before we get there, because let me play the video first, then you will understand what this graph means when I start the conversation. Please give me a minute. Okay. Kindly pay attention to every single word in this, please.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource. It's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, Got Backup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
Imagine this. You wake up one morning.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource. It's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, Got Backup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
Let's fuel the future together. So let's jump onto the graph. Okay. So this graph, if you'd forget anything I say today, anything I've said, please do not forget this graph. Okay. So this is the graph of the cloud storage market of the world. Okay. This trend started in the year 2022, and it carries on all the way to 2030. That's what the graph has captured. And this graph is in billions of US dollars. Billions of dollars. The trend didn't even start with millions of dollars. The trend for cloud storage I told you only about 25 organizations in here, started with billions of dollars. And the first year of it, when it started, it generated about $90 billion. $90 billion. The year after, $108 billion. 2023, that's when Go Backup joined the industry. The year after, $134 billion. And it just keeps going up till the year 2030, when it's projected to be about $500 billion. In fact, some stats have even given $1 trillion and over to be, that's the size of the cloud storage market by the year 2030. But, it still looks vague or perhaps weird. I mean, what numbers are we talking about? Let me put some perspective to it. Let's go back to 2023. Because that year, if you're Ghanaian, that year, Ghana's GDP was about, I think, $76 billion or so that year, to $76 billion that year. But cloud storage, people paying to store their data alone, generated $108 billion. Trust me, what this industry generates is more than the size of economies of some African countries put together. And this is happening on devices, smart devices. But I'm excited for you on this call because we are still in 2025, yeah? And then there's potential all the way up to the year 2030. But if it still looks weird, let me just use a more relatable product because this is cloud. But let's use a product we cannot relate to. Let's use charcoal. Charcoal. Assuming I told you this graph was the graph of the projection for how the charcoal market, the charcoal industry is going to be for the next 8 years. So the trend started in 2022, and it's been projected that anybody who deals in charcoal in the next 5 years, let's use 2025 to 30, a bag of charcoal, which was perhaps 100 Ghana cedis. Let me use Ghana cedis. A bag of charcoal that was perhaps 100 Ghana cedis in the year 2025 is projected to be perhaps 1,000 cedis by the year 2030. This is what the industry stats is given. And you heard this information in the year 2025. As a business person hearing this, what decision would you have taken 2025, looking at what the prospects would be in the year 2030? Perhaps you can put some comments in the chat for me to know how you're also thinking. Because I've had multiple answers in relation to this. If a bag of charcoal in 2025, looking at this graph, is estimated to be 100 cedis in the next 5 years, that same bag, the value is going to go up to about 1,000 cedis a bag. And you had the opportunity to hear this as someone who's business minded. What decision would you take? And I've had answers like go into charcoal business because in the next 5 years I'm going to cash out. I've had people say I would buy a lot of charcoal. I've even heard someone say I would invest in charcoal, all sorts. All because in the year 2030, by then the value would have gone up and the potential for it to be big. And you would be cashing out. But then this is the market for cloud storage, okay? You and I can't build a data center like Go Backup has built, like Google Drive has. But Go Backup gives us a chance to be part of this billion-dollar industry. And how to be part of this billion-dollar industry is the summary of the video I played for you. Because we are in this era where we are all doing, I mean, you cannot live on just that one income stream. Everybody knows someone who's doing a side business. Most people are doing side businesses just to make the ends meet. And this is December. I don't know how your year started. I'm sure you started with a resolution to make more income, to make supplementary income, to make additional income, to make passive income, just to earn something extra so that you can make life a little bit more comfortable. It's still not too late. This is still December. There's still time to the end of the year. You get to be part of this strategic partnership that Go Backup offers every single phone device user who uses their service. Because even in America, there are about 42% Americans who are doing side businesses. The Gen Zs are even doing much more. This 18 to 25-year-olds know what to partner. And this era we find ourselves now is one where you must be part of something big. Because, like I showed you in the previous graph, a slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. I mean, a slice of $1 billion is worth more than all of something small. Gen Zs know that they partner organizations, they partner projects, they partner trends. That's how come you can find a 25-year-old millionaire somewhere, 18-year-old billionaire somewhere. We are wondering what they're doing. These are the kind of projects that they partner in. Go Backup gives you a chance to be part of its strategic partnership program. It's open to every single person who has that dream and that passion to do more, to be more, and to earn more. Because in this cloud storage industry of where billions of dollars are being generated, like the graph showed you, Go Backup is the only cloud service that pays you. It's the only one that pays you using a very simple system. So And this part is not compulsory. Let me put the disclaimer out. Perhaps you just want to use the service. But if you're someone who wants to leverage technology now, you're someone who wants to earn more, want to be part of something big, which mostly starts small because I've already showed you the projection. Then this is something you should look at because this goes beyond. I can't see an end to this in the advent of AI, in the advent of machine learning and big data. Digital storage is going to be big, and Go Backup is the only one that allows you or gives you an opportunity to be part of it and earn some income. How do you get started with Go Backup? Like I said previously, annual subscription for Go Backup is $99.97 per annum, approximately $100 per annum. Purchase the service, use it, back every single device that you have up. Make sure your digital dream is secured in the cloud. Then you top up with just $20, just an extra $20, making it about approximately $120, and be part of the strategic partnership project, where you get an opportunity to earn some US dollars wherever you are in the world using a service everybody needs already, but being an ambassador, being a part of the project where you help educate people to see what Go Backup is and give them a chance to also be part of the Go Backup service and then the opportunity. I'm going to show you how $120 can translate to $1,200, can translate to $500, can translate to $400, depending on how hungry or what you want to do with the project. I'd recommend you not just purchase the service, but be part of the project because there are amazing ways to earn with Go Backup. Go Backup has enterprise solutions in case you think it's only the 6 terabytes they offer. They have enterprise solutions where they offer 20 terabytes of space. If an organization needs more than 6 terabytes, Go Backup allows you to get 20 terabyte space for an organization, and they can have 20 separate accounts on the 20 terabyte space. And how much is it for a year? It's just $600 for a whole year. 20 terabytes of space. That's 20,000 gigabytes of space. I have a friend who uses an enterprise pack of one of our competitors. He pays $400 a month. You can imagine what this did for him. It was just exciting for him, and he's migrating most of his company information onto Go Backup's platform. But then let's talk about the earnings. With Go Backup, you earn 7 amazing bonuses. 7 bonuses. Go Backup uses a system where you get to earn bonuses, incomes depend on how you work. It's not fixed. It is a project and a partnership that depends partly on you, partly on the entire organization, the entire global family doing this project. And the customer acquisition bonus and the cycle match bonuses are the ones I'll speak about tonight. The others, we'll jump into it more when you get onto the project. But trust me, it's going to be exciting, even hearing about those two. So let's do the customer acquisition bonus. The customer acquisition bonus, just like the name sounds, customer acquisition. Once you use the Go Backup service and you recommend it to your friend. We are fond of recommending good things to our friends and loved ones. Once you love something, you can't keep quiet. You just tell the next person about it. I got to know about other services through friends recommending it to me, but those organizations didn't give them anything for that recommendation. But Go Backup says, people already need my service. People already need to store their data. People need an opportunity to make extra income. For everybody you recommend my service to, I'll pay you. I'll split the cost of the subscription fee with you 50-50. Go Backup pays you $50 for every single person you refer to their cloud service. Already people need it. It's a service they need. And well, Go Backup says, if you help me to help someone back up their data, I'll pay you for it. I mean, this is just a no-brainer for me. $50 for each person you recommend to use Go Backup service, and that's just on one person. So if you want to recommend Go Backup to 4 people in a day, that's $200 for that day. 10 people in a day, $500 for that day. If you continue that consistently for a week, that's 2,000 US dollars for that month. I mean, $2,000 in the US is even good money. Well, how much more my economy like mine when I can leverage on an interest rate. So it's just the most, I don't know, the best cloud storage service opportunity or strategic partnerships you can have. And that's just on customer acquisition bonus. And that's just for the annual subscription because Go Backup has an enterprise solutions also, like I showed you, the 20 terabyte space that is on offer for $600 per annum. Go Backup gives you 25% on that. 25% of $600, ladies and gentlemen, is about 150 US dollars. So you could be making multiples of $50, multiples of $500, $150, depending on how you work. You started the project at $120, yet in a week, just in a week, you could already be in profit mode with Go Backup because this is technology and technology has skill. And this is $1 billion industry. So $400 a week, $2,000 a month is just a slice of something big. And this is just on the customer acquisition bonus. It gets more exciting. Customer acquisition bonuses are paid on a weekly basis, but there are monthly commissions and bonuses that do not depend on you alone. This you could earn between $20,000 to $20,000 in a month. Go Backup pays 75% of its profit month on month to its strategic partners. So the month must end, profit must be made. The global family must make profit, and then 75% of it is what is given back to all strategic partners. And you could use this two-team tree structure, appreciates work done using precious metals, copper, all the way to the black diamond. And everybody has the opportunity to go up the ranks. How to go up the ranks with Go Backup, it is already clearly defined, unlike it is in our traditional jobs where you don't even know when the promotion is coming if you go and get should I say another degree, another certificate. You can't even tell how high you'll be promoted. But with Go Backup, once you just meet the criteria for the rank, it can happen in a day, in a month. And we had one of our partners join us, and in 43 days, was a diamond. He earned over $7,000 in 43 days. I mean, that is just remarkable. But you may not be as hungry as him. You want to go up gradually on the project. So let's say you partner Go Backup, and in the first 3, 4, let me say 6 months, you recommended Go Backup to consistently 4 friends every month, 4 friends every month. Because I spoke to a friend of mine and he's like, oh, he can do 4 friends every month. So you could be doing 4 friends every month. Let's say, and 4 friends every month is $200 a month. Maybe that's your hunger level, or you could even do more. So I was like, 4 friends every month. Okay, that's a good plan. So let's say in a year, you'd have done about 4 times 12, about 48 friends. That's a lot of income if you convert $50 to it. But then it's not just income from customer acquisition bonus. You get to go up the ranks and say, at the end of that month, at the end of say 6 months, you are a sufferer on this project. That's when it starts getting exciting because as a sufferer on this project, there are some bonuses you already get. So you get from tier 1, tier 2 generations, dynamic compression. Then you come to the cycle match bonus, which is the most exciting one for me because it's percentage. You may ask if I recommend Go Backup to a friend who's also doing a project, do I get to earn from that person? Do I get to leverage on that person's effort? Yes, Go Backup has put that system in place. So for each person you recommend to the Go Backup who uses the service and also partners the project, you can earn from that person. And that starts from the rank Safar. So let me use 10 of those 48 friends that my friend spoke about. Perhaps let me use 10 of your friends too that you may have recommended to Go Backup. Go Backup says, as a Safar, you get to leverage 25% of what they earn when you become a Safar. So let me use 10 friends just for the ease of calculation. Assuming these 10 friends of yours are earning $1,000 each, okay, $1,000 each. $1,000 each. 25% of $1,000 as a SAFA is what, $250. Of course, some may be earning more than 1,000, some may be earning less than 1,000, but you leverage 25% on each of them. So 25% of $1,000 for each of them is what? $250 times 10. That's $2,500 you are getting on cycle match. But of course, the system must not break, the system must hold. So Go Backup has put a cap on it to ensure that this strategic partnership project stays productive and can reward its partners throughout. So there's a cap on it. You can't earn more than $1,000 on each person. So that cap sustains the system. But even $2,500 is good income in my country here. So let's say it took you another 3 months for you to become an emerald on the project. Now the percentage goes up. Now you start to earn 50% on those 10 people. So let's say those your same 10 people, they are earning the same $1,000 for ease of calculation. Now 10% of it, 50% of $1,000 is now $500 on each of them. 500 times 10 becomes $5,000. $5,000. So the same 10 people, the value goes up. But let's say, well, this is something that you're doing on the side, so or as full-time. It's taking you a whole year to become a diamond. Now you leverage 100% on whatever they earn. 100% of $1,000 is what? $10,000 for 10 people. 100 times the 10 times 1,000 is $10,000 for that month that you become a diamond on the project and your team is earning $1,000 each. So this is how the future of partnering this technological project is. This is how the strategic partnership looks like. Because trust me, many of us have already been working way over a year, way over 5 years, way over 10 years. We have not yet earned $5,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $10,000 a month. But this is a strategic partnership project that even if it would take you 5 years to earn $12,000 a month, I would say it's worth it. Because many of us have not even envisaged $12,000 a month, even perhaps the Ghana cedi equivalent yet per month. And this is an organization that says, hey, so long as you are with me and you are at that particular rank, you get it. So if it will take me 5 years, and I know it will happen shorter than that, let me make it 2 years, to start earning $7,000 a month, would it be worth your while? Helping people to use a service they already need so they don't lose their data. Partnering on an organization that is willing to pay you to help people to store their data. It's just a win-win. And that's where this is going. That's why we are at the right place at the right time for this project. Because when it comes to technology, it's time. If those two guys had not taken the decision with Mark at that time, they would have missed out on what's going to happen in the next 20 years. I don't see digital storage going away. I don't see the mobile phones going away. I see us even generating much more data than ever before. So I don't see an end to this project. Would you take a decision now and partner go back up? Because I can't see an end to what this could be for you. Perhaps this could be what will change your family's life, could change your company's life, could change that dream that you want to do. This is something that fuels whatever dream that you have. And this is why you should partner go back up now than later. How to get up the ranks is predicted. It is just a very simple system. And once you become a partner, you'll be taught how to go up the ranks and you will be supported. Everybody has the chance to go up the ranks to go back up. In fact, currently we have up to, I think, a blue diamond in the organization. We have some rubies, we have some diamonds. People are already earning tens of thousands, in fact, 4 digits in USD, 5 digits in USD, somewhere in Ghana. You get every support you need. For an organization who wants to grow, they provide support, training, everything you need to grow. You get your own personal referral link. Nobody partners go back up through another person. Each partner has their own personal link where the organization can see who is recommending who to the service and payments are made directly to you. You have your own personal landing page. You don't need to go create another landing page for you to do this project. Go back up has created a system for you. The email system I spoke about It's already in your system. You just have to leverage on it and use it. You have specialized tools. Is it flyers? Is it banners? Is it videos? All these tools I played during this presentation is available to you. You have access to regular online presentations. You don't need to go do this whole conversation to your friend, your sister, your brother. Yours is simple. There are people there are experts who are trained to do this for you. You were invited by a friend to be on this call. The friend is not the one doing the presentation. Well, unless it's me who invited you onto the call. You bring them over. Yours is to invite them to take a look at it whilst you learn how to do this. And we will educate them whilst you educate yourself to empower you to do this. Training and support, everything you need to grow this. Every learning tool you need, so long as you have the heart to learn, to make it successful. There's nothing you cannot learn. Every project you partner, how to succeed, the roadmap is there. Similar here. Once you're willing to learn, training is given to you and you'll be supported to grow this project to the greatest heights that you want. Personal development, I can't even put value to it. Community networks and partnership, the kind of people I've met on this project that would have taken me protocol to meet. It's just mind blowing. And all because we find ourselves in that same community. Everything you need to grow yourself, how to lead, how to talk, how to anything. Personal development is provided on this project, all for just being part of the community. So for $120 per annum, just $120 per annum, $120 for a year subscription, you get access to a 6 terabyte space, an email system where you can back up your data. You get access to mentorship, training, support, personal development, the community leverage, and then you get to plug into an industry where you can make, I don't know what limit of income you can make just because you took a decision to partner cloud storage with Go Backup at this time. This is a service, first of all, everybody needs. People just are not aware that there's a service called Got Backup, which offers this fantastic package. And this is a project everyone can afford. $120 can become $200 in a week, can become $500 in a week, and you started with $120. I mean, it's time to get started with something that can turn your dreams into reality. This is technology, and this is skill, because you get to be part of something that is way bigger, for which I see no end to. But think about these things. We all know we can't live on one income stream alone. The way we work has changed astronomically. Technology has changed the way work is. Working from home has become the thing. And there's no better way to work from home than partner a project that is providing solutions that people already need and people are switching to. And I mean, life is full of uncertainties. You don't know when there'll be the need for an urgency, and you will have that backup income to fall on to be this one who provides that solution. This is a US-based project. It allows you to hedge against inflation happening anyway. I think it's the lowest startup, but has the biggest potential for income. And you don't need any IT skills or experience to be part of this. And now is just the best time to back up your data, secure income, develop yourself than later. Now is just the best time to connect to something that is bigger than any other thing I can see in the tech world, because everything happening on the virtual spaces is being stored, and Go Backup gives you a solution and a partnership that you should be part of just by using the service. So these are a few of the leaders, some are on the call. I salute and acknowledge all of you, but I'd like to just highlight this particular one, Dr. Kweku Ohene-Asare. He is the Ghanaian who saw this project and got us all to see it. He sits on the board of directors of Got Backup. He's the only Black African on that board. There's an 11-member board, and he's the visionary behind it for our part of the world. And we salute him for getting us all to see this, because there's no way many of us would have seen this project at this point in time. The time Go Backup is supposed to be visible to the world is the year 2029, and this is 2025, 2 years in. Many of us have seen it. So you can imagine when millions of people have seen and have switched to use Go Backup. what impact you would have made, what money value you would have made, and what your dreams and impact will be, not only for your family and for everything else that you do. Oh, sorry. If you missed out on this, you have to watch out for the next year's event, because this was just massive. The CEO came to Ghana because of the activity and the work that is happening in Ghana with Go Backup, the impact being made in lives with Go Backup. He had to come and see it. The revolution has started. Now is the best time to partner Go Backup. His presence here was just, I don't know, the endorsement of what this project is going to, and you should be part of it, because Ghana is just going to take it to the world, and you should be part of that move. So thank you so much for your time. I would encourage you to speak to the person who invited you to the call. If you have any questions, I'm open to answer any questions. You can unmute, you can put it in the chat, and then I would attend to it. But thank you so much for spending this evening with me here. Any questions, please? Any questions? Let me allow you to unmute. Please, if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. Or else I'll pick on you to ask a question if you don't ask a question. Any questions, please? Um, no questions?
No
Okay.
questions, Doc. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes, we are still plodding and learning.
Okay,
So
thank you
we'll
so
soon catch
much.
up.
Thank you so much. I
you.
appreciate it.
You want to ask a question? I have a question.
Okay, someone is asking, how do you make payments? All right. So you speak to the person who invited you. The person will share a link with you. Once you get the link, you click on the link. It will take some details of you, and when it gets to the payment section, you can pay via Visa card. Any of the ATM cards in Ghana work. Any of the Visa cards also work. MasterCard also works. If you're in Ghana and you don't have a Visa or MasterCard, you can make a Momo payment to the person. There's an internal system where the person will generate a prepaid link for you to register. So you make payments directly to your organization through the system, and then you get your own account, and then you get your own personal link. Then you can start from there. When you start recommending, you recommend on your personal link, not the person's link. Okay. So you make payments through Visa or MasterCard, or you can use the Momo arrangements to purchase from Go Backup. Okay. So speak to the person who
Hello, Doc.
invited you. Yes, hi, please go
Hello,
on.
Doc.
Yes, hi, Simon.
This is Simon. Yeah, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
Please, fine. I really listened to you, and then it is really gone down. But then,
Right.
how can we get your presentation so that we go over and over, and then start got back up? Are there
I would
any?
say
Can,
start
is there any?
Go Backup. You get
Is
the
there any time?
presentations.
Oh,
Please
okay,
come again.
okay,
Sorry.
okay, okay.
Oh,
So we have to
but
start
I
it.
missed one part. Please, Simon, you said something, please.
Yes, I was saying that. How
Yeah,
do we get
a
a summary
presentation.
of your presentation so
Right.
that we'll go over and understand it well and
Okay.
then start hot work up?
Okay. So this was recorded. If you speak to the one who invited you once again, we'll share the link with you, and
Okay,
then
that's fine.
you
Okay,
can
that's
watch
fine.
it, and then